done, bro. Wait, where you going? To watch the Full 94 podcast. Can't watch that without me. Wait up, bro. You know Full 94 is my favorite show.
Winning.
A winner, the champ, the best, we are all of them. Cause we went right and not left to not follow them. Sobriety tests, I am walking up in line. Added the sex and the drugs, but couldn't subtract my mind. They all wanted me dead. I was chilling in the cut, then I transformed like I'm best friends with Shia LaBeouf. See, I've been a winner, check it, and I ain't even firing. Church time's God, I'm a product of my environment. We are winners, losers come with me. Got God with us, never letting flesh envy. We don't worry about the money, the sex, the cars, the clothes. Now watch reality unfold like we winning in here, yeah, we winning in here.
Squad, what's going on? It's the Full 94 podcast here on MTMV Sports. How y'all feeling?
What's going on?
Talk to me.
Tired.
Tired. That was whack. I felt like I had all the energy, and then nobody else gave it back. So, do we want to? I feel like this. I think this is the problem. A lot of people don't get to be a part of our chats that we get to have outside of the show during the week, and there's some tension in the room. There's some tension in the room right now, and I don't think either one of these guys. I think C just tired. The other two knuckleheads didn't even say nothing. They just ready to go at each other. I just want y'all to know. They've been preparing with stats. They've been preparing with all these things. They ready to have a conversation. We're gonna have a conversation.
Don't let Miles lie to y'all to try to.
I'm not lying. Nothing. Oh, now he want to speak.
Kathy Engelberg his way through this.
Not at all. Not at all. This is the first time you speaking. Go ahead, brother.
I speak for everybody on the show. We come with stats every show. It ain't just this show.
No, I'm talking about for this argument that nobody knows about. We're gonna have a conversation. It's in the thumbnail. It's in the thumbnail.
No, you're not. I'm right.
No, you're very wrong.
I'm not worried about it.
It's already happening.
What up,
What's going on,
Jesse?
Jesse?
Very wrong.
I'm right. And
Well, tell me. Well, see, tell me how you doing, C. Besides tired, what you got going on, my Miss Courtside reporter? How we feeling?
Good. Tomorrow, I'm good inside just because the season's basically almost over. For the Connecticut Sun, and it being the fact that this is the sunset season, so it's just bittersweet. But we're gonna celebrate Tina Charles tomorrow when they play Chicago Sky. So I'm excited to see her be recognized as a Sun legend. So
let's go. That's a bet. I love it here. Check out Mom hitting us up. What's up, Mom? How you feeling?
Hey,
Good
Mom.
to see you. Ju, what we got going on, man? I mean, recently had the bar and all the things and studying and all the things. We get to do it. Now you kicking it. We waiting. We chilling. What's the summer coming in the fall look like for you, bro?
That waiting till they give me my results so I can start.
Facts, Mom. First off, Mom, you can't be Mom right now. Okay, I love you, but you gotta stop it. All right, stop it. We have some final things to get together. I got them. God bless you. We here though. All right. Tell Pharaoh.
Government, what?
Austin?
Yes, sir. I mean, you didn't have to. Your response to it is what's bringing this mess.
I mean, but what? What my last name, dog?
What? Look at this. Appreciate it, Bob.
I see.
Talk to me, Will. Talk to me, Wooders.
I'm tired, bro. I'm actually technically still covering from the vid. I caught that cough that can't give back. I'm tired.
Cough can't give back. It's crazy.
I got a Substack. I've been slacking on the Substack because I've been sick and sleeping.
Yeah.
So make sure y'all follow my Substack. I know the people on this podcast ain't following my Substack, so I'm probably gonna write them off after this.
I had no idea. That's what's up.
Yeah, it's in the group chat, brother. You pay attention to everything else, but you ain't paying attention to that.
I don't, because I had to go back and read all y'all conversations from today because y'all was going crazy.
Maybe you should catch up. You know what I'm saying? You supposed
to once I get a job, I can look at my phone. I will. I promise. I promise I will.
I mean, it's not the show, man. I'm sick of y'all already, man.
You already know what it is. Look, we're gonna get to the whole conversation. If you've seen the thumbnail, we definitely talk about the NBA, WNBA, basketball around. That's where it live at. That's where we have the conversation.
Oh,
so
hey, real quick.
Yes.
Me and Voice just came back, man. We did a special edition of the main card just last week. They MTMV was at the Clarissa Shields fight. So make sure y'all check that out, man. And
Yes, we were.
So
Yes, we were. I actually got to kick it with the boy, the voice. I won't say former producer because he does so much. Producer, one of the producers for the show on 494. Yeah. I actually got to sit and eat with Big Homie while he was here in Atlanta. So we got to kick it. Me, Will, Rick, and the voice got together. Good old Marietta, man. You know they got that I forget what it's called. It's like
come on, Marietta Diner.
No. It's they built the big, like, it has all the vendors inside of it. It's kind of like Chattahoochee, like the Chattahoochee Hills. You know what I'm talking about? All the like it's like a big old
memories when you said Marietta Diner, boy.
Right, that's the first thing I thought. But I ain't been in Atlanta.
They call it like a food mart. So like you basically just walk in. Like a food hall. There we go. Yeah, they got one in Marietta right up the square.
So wake up at 1:00 in the morning, go get me a slice of cheesecake from Marietta Diner, boy.
Marietta Diner is one of the places, man. You already know it. So shout out to them, man. The fight was great. The images, everything, the content that we got for that was super dope. And got to kick in one of our boys that we don't normally get to kick it with. So it was great, man. But let's get to this conversation. So we're gonna get to the conversation. You've seen both of the thumbnails. We'll talk about the first one. The WNBA, because I feel like in the NBA, because the WNBA conversation make it a little heated. So I want to talk about this Kevin Durant comment that Tracy, and it's the Cousins podcast where it got on. I don't know why I did that. They really are cousins. But the question for me is, we saw these comments. Basically, what KD was stating is that winning an MVP holds more weight than winning a championship. Vince kind of brings up the conversation. Tracy answers and basically full on agrees. Says, "Hey, I think that's exactly why. I think why not? I mean, he said it like it was just this foregone conclusion. Like why everybody else is tripping about it." And so we had the conversation in the chat, thinking, "Does winning not matter anymore?" So I really want to understand that. Will, just talk to me, bro. What was your first thoughts on seeing this? One, the Kevin Durant comments, and then Tracy doubling down on it.
When he said it, I thought about somebody. I'm not gonna say in detail what they said, but I thought about Fleece Johnson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, come on, man.
I thought about Fleece Johnson, who Fleece Johnson famously came out and said in life while he was in jail, something else was more important than water. It sounds stupid. It sounds foolish. So an MVP holds more weight, or is more important than an NBA championship, which is why he left Russell Westbrook at OKC, because the MVP was more important. He could have stayed at OKC if that was the case. We ain't have to deal with all this nonsense all these years. We ain't had to deal with him in Golden State. We ain't had to deal with him in Brooklyn. We ain't had to deal with him in Phoenix. I mean, he's getting the Rainbow Coalition of jerseys at this point, because MVPs apparently are more important than championships. I just think it's something where people are constantly moving the goalposts. Like this age of media, where it's been better because it's not Stephen A. Smith. It's worse because now people are saying stuff based off their own legacies. I ain't agree. Lord, it depends on what you're saying. I ain't agree with this stupid comment. Hey, Jesse, sit back, relax. This butter. I got this, okay? Anyway, to say something like that in a team sport, that all of a sudden a MVP is more important, plays against everything that Kevin Durant has done, in his career. Right. It plays away from everything that he's done in his whole career. Tracy McGrady has also requested trades in his career. Tracy McGrady came back to play for the Spurs. I think we all remember that. We ain't like to see him in that Spurs jersey. But Tracy came back for a championship. He ain't never won the MVP. Why you ain't playing for MVP, Tracy? I just think that these guys say these things depending on how they're feeling that week when it comes to their legacies, which their legacies are intact. You don't have to do this in order to say that. But to say that the most important prize in professional basketball holds less weight than an individual MVP award, which now we have this conversation week in and week out about how the media are now dictating the awards. So now those awards don't carry as much weight. Rudy Gobert, DPOY. Like, what are we doing? Now we're just lying to ourselves.
Dude, talk to me, man. What we got?
So, for the simple fact that you said it's a team sport, proves why MVP is much more. It weighs much more, man. I think that what Kevin Durant, along with Tracy McGrady and Vince Carter, was saying is that, well, Kevin Durant said it in his joint. He said rings are incredible, but everybody wants to be the MVP. But everybody's not going to be an MVP. A lot of people win championship rings, and it don't matter. We forget their names. We don't know who they were. We don't know who the people on the end of the bench were. We don't sometimes know who the 7th, 8th person is in the rotation that wins the championship ring. But the MVP, man, is the pinnacle, bro. That's just showing you the best in the league. I think it holds way more weight than somebody winning the championship. Jalen Brunson just won a championship, leading his team to the championship. He'll probably never, ever win MVP. That's just how I feel about it, bro.
But that point you just made is the exact
proves that it's a team thing.
But it's the reason why a championship.
You're on mute.
Who, me?
No, Will.
No, I hear you.
Oh,
yeah.
I can't hear him.
But Jalen Brunson winning in New York is the main reason why a championship is most important. Because you look at New York, Jalen Brunson is king of New York for the rest of his life. That's not going to change. That's not going to alter. And he doesn't have to win an MVP to do it. That's my whole thing. Now, you can talk about how important MVP is. Yes, I know the MVP is an individual accolade and it has its importance. But I'm never going to put it ahead of the fact that it's a team game and the whole purpose is to win a championship, which is something that so many greats faltered to do throughout their career, and now they're looking back, and that's where they miss. You can look at a Charles Barkley. You can look at a Charles Barkley. I guarantee you, Charles Barkley will tell you he would trade in an MVP for a championship.
I don't know, man. A lot of people say they wouldn't. That won MVP.
Who?
So Jalen Brunson stops right now. Is he a Hall of Famer?
Stop right now. He's king of New York.
Is he a Hall of Famer?
If Jalen Brunson stops playing right now, is he a Hall of Famer? Is that the conversation?
I'm asking. He's got a championship. The ring matters, right?
But
it should get him into the Hall, right?
But where does the Hall come into this conversation, though?
Bro,
I can't hear it.
Are they not trying to get to the Hall of Fame as NBA players? Is that not the top of the top?
I think the whole goal of playing NBA basketball is to win an NBA championship. Getting into the Hall has nothing. If we're technical about it, getting into the Hall has nothing to do with the NBA because it's the Naismith Hall of Fame.
Bro, that's the thing. If they stop right now, Derrick Rose is going. That's a good point, Nicholas.
Derrick Rose is not going to.
I guarantee you, when it's his time, they're going to vote Derrick Rose in.
As a fan,
I guarantee you.
You cannot tell me. We just sat up here and had the same conversation about people like Deron Williams. They just talked about Amari Stoudemire. Are you serious?
He's not an MVP. Every MVP is in the Hall of Fame. Every one of them.
Understanding the significance of the New York Knicks winning a championship and Jalen Brunson leading that team forever in one of the greatest cities in the world, he is the king, bro.
Okay. Now,
hold up. Okay. He's the king on a franchise that's one of the most revered franchises in the world, no matter what the sport is.
Okay. So you're taking it as Jalen Brunson. You're taking the top of the top players. Josh Hart also won a championship. Mitchell Robinson also won a championship. If you ask Mitchell Robinson, hey, bro, would you have rather won MVP versus a championship ring? A lot of them are going to say, I want MVP because guess what that means? That means you're the best player in the league. That means you're getting paid like the best player in the league. But you're using Brunson, though.
Respectfully, why would we be asking Mitchell Robinson about
Bro, I'm just saying anybody, bro. Scottie Pippen. If Scottie Pippen could trade one of the championships for an MVP, he would take it.
He got six. What are we talking? He's got
That's a lot, bro.
But that's the point. By y'all's argument, that should be he should be by y'all's argument, Scottie Pippen should be a top 5 player in the NBA. He won 6 times.
That argument doesn't suffice because even if he trades one in and gets a MVP, he still got 5 rings.
by your argument, winning 6 championships, which you said is the most important thing, Scottie Pippen should be a top 5 player in the league.
Who said that?
I thought the conversation was MVP or championship, is it not?
Yes, he won 6 of them.
Hold up.
Why don't we give that the same way?
Wait, hold up, wait. Because this is where you always go off the rails. You didn't hear me say not one word of that about him being a top 5 player because of the championship.
I
said he should be. If you said that if it's the most important thing.
That's not. I know. I never said that. I said MVPs can't outweigh a championship.
MVPs most definitely outweigh.
But I never said nothing about
because
a top 5
every MVP is in the Hall of Fame.
Robert
Horry has 7 championships.
Brick road, bro.
Okay, so let me get this. Let me ask you this, Drew. The 6 you got the 6 ring of Scotty, 7 with Robert. You're the leading scorer on a basketball team. Top 5, top 10 player, top 12 player, whatever you want to call it in the NBA. And you would rather finish your career with an MVP or a ring.
Yeah, but not everyone is an MVP. Not everyone is going to be one of those ones. And this is what I had said in my voice message earlier.
My bad. Go ahead, C.
No, it's okay. Like that, I feel as though like that's why we see the same players over and over every year in this MVP candidate, because not everyone comes into the league with the opportunity or going to be one of those ones to be even an MVP player. So in their eyes, they're getting that championship. There's not, everyone coming into this league knows they're not an MVP.
Bro, if you're asking me if I could have the choice whether to be the best player in the league, I'm going to take that every single time. I'm the best player in the league. What do you mean?
But every person that hasn't
to build around me. Of course, everybody want to win a championship, but everybody doesn't win a championship, bro. It's many people that were great at MVP that simply don't win because they don't have the best.
But that's not the argument, though. The argument is not whether they could build a team around you. You're the best player on the team. Can you put the right pieces? Do you do what the Bulls GM in the 90s did with Mike? That's not the question. We're asking what holds more weight. If Jalen Brunson doesn't get a championship, we're not talking about Jalen.
If Jalen Brunson wins the MVP, we're most definitely talking about him. We talked about Shea.
This is what I'm saying.
We talked about Jokic. We talked about.
This is what I'm saying. It was a great team. I mean, it was a great player. It was a great year. But if we're looking at Derrick Rose from MVP Chicago Rose to Minnesota Rose, we're talking about him not winning the championship. We're not talking about him not winning an MVP. Yes, that's great. That's a part of his legacy. No, but we're saying at some point,
if he didn't get into it.
Bro, there's conversations right
That's
now.
the conversation when it comes to
We're not talking about him not winning the championship, bro.
There's conversations right now.
When it came to Derrick Rose, I don't think we ever questioned.
And thank you, Jesse. When you ask somebody like Kevin Durant, he's gonna tell you MVP outweighs, bro.
Why?
Because everyone doesn't come into this league being one of them ones. You need to tell me everybody.
Why was he not into
this league?
Because he had
He's going to be an MVP player? No.
I just feel like you have MVP players or high caliber, great team, top 10, top 15 players who make moves to win a chip. Kevin Durant, like Will's argument earlier, has done it a number of times after winning MVP. So is it like, okay, if he won the MVP, had the trophy, if that holds more weight, you don't leave OKC. You stay there. You're not chasing a ring. You don't go to the best team in the league to solidify your chances of winning a championship if a championship don't hold more weight to you. I got the MVP, but my career is nothing without the ring.
I don't think that's what the conversation was just based on. Like, I got MVP, so I don't need to win a championship. Like, that's not what the conversation is based on. I think that's how it's being interpreted, but I don't think that's how the conversation is based on, because when you're MVP in the league for the NBA, any league, you're the best player in the league. Everyone's coming for your neck. Everyone wants your position.
How many people get that?
Not a lot of people get that. Not many people are one of them ones.
Not a lot of people win championships.
Brother. Charles Barkley is better.
Do you think think that if KD was an MVP, that he would have never went to Golden State and made that type of?
I feel like he was gonna do that with Rose.
I personally at this point don't think.
But I'm talking about him being the player. If it was anybody other player on any other team, since anybody can get a championship, Golden State would have took anybody and not KD. They took KD because KD is the MVP caliber player, and they're guaranteed to win a championship. Like we're not seeing that.
They took Kevin Durant because Kevin Durant was.
I can't hit Will, and it's making me so mad.
They took Kevin Durant because Kevin Durant was the answer to LeBron James. They didn't take him because he was the MVP. He was the MVP player. They just beat him. The thing about this is we keep bringing up Jalen Brunson, right? Some of your favorite podcasts, which you can go on Instagram or you can go on TikTok, wherever, and look, they are having discussions where they are saying they would take Jalen Brunson over Luka because Jalen got a world championship. These are real discussions.
That's ridiculous.
These are real discussions. And while they don't make any sense, this tells you the barometer of how important it is to a lot of people to win a championship. I love the thought of being the best player.
OG Anunoby over Kevin Durant.
The thought of being the best player is great.
What?
It's wonderful. But the fact of the matter is, if you ask me,
but my thing is like if everyone should be MVP, we wouldn't have multiple MVPs getting the award several times.
Is Charles Barkley better than Jalen Brunson? Yeah, yes. He is. He's better because of over his career, not because of this MVP.
That's literally why.
MVP, but if we're being honest, again, like I said, and like I've proven, Charles Barkley was the best player was the second best player in the decade with the greatest player to ever play the game.
Man, bro.
And not many people can say that.
I hate bringing it up, but God rest his soul. Before Kobe passed away, people were putting him outside the top 10, and the main thing they were saying is because he only had one MVP. If Kobe Bryant had multiple MVPs, it would be no discussion. He would be a top 2 player of all time. If he had 3 MVPs, he would be a top 2. And some people got him there. That's y'all prerogative.
Brother, with all due respect, this Kobe out of the top 10 did not happen until Kobe passed and people became
That's not true. It was
bro, you can look up video. They were talking about Kobe being one of the top 5 greatest players of all time before he passed.
No.
This conversation did not happen until after he passed.
No.
And we've shown videos of it on a number of occasions.
No.
So that's nonsense.
He said no.
It's nonsense, bro.
It's out there, bro. Just look at the list that they were putting.
Nonsense.
I don't know.
Bro.
I just think
Nonsense,
I think winning MVP is absolutely amazing, and it's at the top of your game.
It's the hardest thing to do
that year.
It's the hard. What percentage of players in the NBA have won MVP?
The hardest thing to do, though.
What percentage of players in the NBA have won the MVP right now?
I have no idea, but I'm not thinking it's
in the NBA right now.
The hardest thing to do is win.
Name the players in the NBA right now that have won MVP: Shea, Jokic, LeBron, Kevin Durant, Giannis. In the NBA right now.
So we consistently have great players winning championships, though.
We are also talking about,
and the last people that won championship are those people, those MVP players teams.
You know what the difference is?
But you can be an MVP caliber player and win a chip.
MVP.
Like Jalen Brunson just did that.
Win MVP.
But he didn't win MVP.
He got a ring though. He don't care about MVP. Like, what are we talking about?
Okay, but when we're talking about someone's greatness, we talk about them having MVPs and having rings.
But could you get a ring? I don't, man. Look, I would take Derrick Rose, anybody who won MVP. I need you to get it done. That's why you play the game of basketball. Like at some point, you're going to be the best player in the NBA. At some point, you're going to be the number 2 player in the NBA, number 2 player on the team. But you play basketball to win a chip. What are we talking about?
An MVP
so is that all on the player or is that on the front office?
That's a team.
You do everything you can to get a chip. What do you say? What'd you say, Will?
MVP is based on the vote. A championship is based off of what was actually done.
It's a credible vote because you had an amazing season.
I always say the ball don't lie.
It's an incredible vote because you had an amazing season. That's why everybody don't get considered.
Bro.
Name an MVP that didn't have an incredible season.
Kendrick Perkins votes for the MVP. Are you
name an MVP that didn't have an incredible season? You can't. You won't. But hold on.
I bet Steve Nash is the MVP for Chip.
MVP that didn't have an incredible finals that won a ring.
You talking about Iggy?
He about to bring up another argument.
Kawhi Leonard too.
I'm about to say the same thing. I bet Steve Nash is trading them two MVPs for a chip.
Absolutely.
I don't think he would, because that guy is paid. Y'all not factoring in the money part. Y'all just thinking, oh, I'll give up my MVP and never have won. He's not gonna get the same bag. James Harden not giving up his MVP. They got him $400 million.
Whoa.
Because his game.
Whoa. Wait a minute. You were not about to use James Harden for this argument.
That's MVP.
No, absolutely not.
Money.
Cut. You are not about to use James Harden for this argument because we all know we stand on James Harden, and we all know James Harden ain't cut for the grind to win no championship.
James Harden was playing beside Mo Harkless. Name his co-players that he played beside in the finals.
Anyway,
name the people that played beside James Harden.
If you don't matter, it don't matter. That's why he ain't got no championship.
Name the people that played beside James Harden in the finals. Because I can guarantee you something.
That's why
he had OG Anunoby giving him 30 points.
You made the point, bro. You made the point, and you done.
Like, y'all be trashing James Harden, but James Harden was averaging a triple-double in that Western Conference Finals.
You be trashing James Harden.
Bro, I'm not trashing James Harden. I like James Harden.
You a fraud, man.
Bro, I like James Harden.
That man lying, bro. That man is lying.
Obviously, what we have right now
is nonsense. Is what we got.
Y'all be comparing people that got teammates that's dropping 30, 40 points and then complaining about James Harden. Mo Harkless. That was his wingman.
Are we saying James Harden never had a chance to win a championship?
Because he's had a bunch of them
win the championship. But James Harden didn't have the same caliber of teammates that the people that y'all keep naming had.
So we're saying he didn't choke in big and close out games.
Show me what his
did he choke and close out games?
Hold up.
Yeah, he did.
Kevin Durant.
All right, we cool then. What we talking about?
Kyrie Irving, Joel Embiid.
He got him there. Without him, they get the number 1 pick in the draft. What are we talking about, bro?
Yeah, these are lies.
Let's do live. What? Chill out. What? Number 1 pick in the draft.
Name somebody on the team. Go.
You're talking about the Rockets.
That's what he's talking about.
He's naming other players. You just said Rockets. Okay.
When they were what?
That's not the argument. That's not the argument.
That's when he won MVP.
That's not the argument.
That's when he
won.
I'm
saying you good. No, you're good. I'm saying when he was naming all those players, that's when you said it. You said name. I was like, wait, that's what we're doing.
Name somebody on that team.
I'm just saying, did he have a chance to win a championship?
A terrible team to the Western Conference Finals.
Did he choke in the Western Conference Finals numerous times?
I think he got cheated because Kevin Durant stepped out of bounds.
He hit Chris Paul, bro.
Chris Paul was hurt.
Bro, the whole season, Chris Paul.
Tell me what Chris Paul did in that series.
Chris Paul was hurt. Was Chris Paul hurt the whole season?
Did he not hurt his hamstring?
All right, so we got it.
Okay, so what are we talking about, bro?
When James Harden disappeared.
Now name somebody else other than now they Chris Paul fans. But 2 years ago they was trashing Chris Paul, bro.
Answer the question.
For going to the Rockets.
Did Chris Paul play the whole season, or did he get hurt in the playoffs?
I'm so mad I can't hear, but it's making me so upset.
I don't understand. It's weird.
Oh, now you quiet. Now you ain't got nothing to say.
Bro, y'all
can't justify it now. You all right, man. You all right, man.
Look at my.
Chris Paul played 4 games that season. He scored 23, 16 points, 13 points. What are we talking about, man?
Go ahead,
OG Anunoby had 30 multiple times. That's what we comparing. Stop it, bro. It's not that hard. It's not that hard when your role players are dropping 30 points.
You lost your point 10 minutes ago, bro.
Stop it, man.
You lost your point 10 minutes ago. And you got quiet when I asked that question.
If Anunoby didn't play as they played last year, it would have been a different way to the finals.
Oh, for sure. It's not even a question.
Which is why
we're not arguing role players.
Which is why it's important that your role players show up because it's a team accomplishment.
Answer the question.
Yes.
Which is why it's harder to win MVP.
Julius, answer the question.
I don't think it's hard. I think this is my thing. I think Listen, this is what I'm saying. Hold on a second. I think, and we're gonna move on to the next. We're gonna move on to the next segment. What I want to point out, though, I'm just trying to understand the question if it's harder to win an MVP. Every year, we're talking about the same players.
That's
top 10 players.
So why is it not harder? Because nobody else can take it.
Well, I'm just trying to think. But if your team is, I
Every year
remember Russell
it's
Westbrook doing
different,
the triple double being sixth place. So is it? It's not harder to win a championship?
No.
Okay, listen. I'm gonna use what you just said against you. If every year we're talking about the same players and there's a different champion every year, then it's harder to win a championship.
It's a different team winning the championship. That means you are winning the ring. Bro, you're insane, bro. You're crazy.
You just said it.
No.
Well, who
You're
won
not
MVP last year?
Percentage-wise, it's not many MVPs. It's not many MVPs, bro.
We're talking about the same top 10 players. We're talking about top 10 players.
That's what I said. That's why I said when you're MVP, you're one of them ones, and this is why we constantly keep talking about the same one over and over because there's not so many MVPs. There's not everyone that comes into the league is not one of them ones. They can be an all-star, they can be a solid role player, they can be, but they're not one of those ones. So to be an MVP of the league, that's why we're only talking about the same because not everyone's coming in doing what these players are doing. At all.
One person wins every year. 15 win a ring every year. And win a championship every year.
And then we have players that get lucky and get blessed to a team.
But we're not talking about role players. I'm talking about players like KD.
Bro, but that matters. What do you mean? You have to talk about
what holds more weight for top players. We're not talking about the 12th player on the team. Of course. That's not the argument, y'all.
But do you understand that the MVP, that KD being an MVP caliber is the reason why he went to Steph? That's why he went to Golden State because he was an MVP caliber, and they knew
LeBron James is a 4-time champ and a 4-time MVP. He's not going to win MVP. He's not in his prime anymore. If LeBron James was in his prime, he would have stayed where he was at.
I mean, I just think we have. We have a lot of people who are trying to play basketball and win games, but we have a whole culture based off of trying to win a championship. So I think that's crazy to me that they think that holds more weight when there is a culture. The moment you leave, you ring chasing. People don't MVP chase.
Man, just went in the comments and said we ain't never played no sports because we won the championship more than we won an individual trophy. That tells me you ain't never played nothing because I played a bunch of sports. As a matter of fact, couldn't went to college to play sports. So what you're saying makes no sense. You want the glory to finish the season as the champion. As the champion. I don't care. I understand the importance of wanting to get an individual award. But if you are playing a team sport, the goal is to win the championship. That's why teams are built. That's why your favorite players are leaving these teams. That's why they're getting trades from these teams. So stop telling me that an MVP weighs more when the main person who's having this conversation is.
I never said that one was more weight. When you come into the league, you want. Of course, yes, you want a ring. But if I'm one of them players too, I want to be the MVP of the league because I'm the best player. You got to beat me. So I feel as though you come into the league, you wanted to win a championship. And you also want to be an MVP.
For sure.
And you play the game to be the best.
Let me ask you a question.
Every year, every time.
Like a champion.
You play the game to be the best.
Let's be done with this conversation.
You play the game to be the best.
But if this question is going to spark another 10-minute conversation, I want to cut it right there.
But it's a yes or no question. If I want to be an MVP candidate, do I not have to be on the winning team?
I don't know. You tell me. Because you just said an 8th place person is the MVP candidate. You just said an 8th place person is the MVP candidate last week, 2 weeks ago.
That's good, Jesse. I'm not mad at you, Jesse. I get it.
Jokic won the MVP at 16, right?
Was Russell? It was Russell and Jokic who had the less seed. Well, Russell was the triple double record that year, so that's individually not a problem at all. But God bless it. It is what it is. As we continue to talk about MVP versus championships, this sparked another conversation within the chat amongst our full 94 team. And this thing was different. It was absolutely different. The question was Caitlin Clark versus Kelsey Mitchell. Now, I don't know if you guys have tuned in. If you are a true fan of the Full 94, you have seen this conversation play out on the Full 94 before. However, I don't think anybody besides the 4 people on this screen right now have seen the conversation go to where it's gone if you have not been in the chat. So I want to do what we're going to do here. See, I'm going to start with you. We have this conversation about Kelsey Mitchell, about Caitlin Clark, about who's better. We know how Drew feels. We know how Will feels. They're both are going to articulate how they feel, and they're probably going to go as hard as they did in the last segment. However, see, let's start with you. I think like you're a little more calm, a little more serene. Tell me how you feel about this argument. Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark, championship host, what everything surrounding it.
When I look at this conversation between the two, and I said this to them in the chat, guys, in the chat, that I had Kelsey Mitchell over Caitlin because when it comes down to the decision making, and then Drew called me out saying her job is to get a bucket. So when I'm saying decision making for Kelsey Mitchell, it's more of she know the decision making and what type of shots she's gonna make.
For sure.
Either she'll drive to the basket, get you one, give you a midi. She doesn't necessarily pull up and just stop right there, or when there's still 16 seconds in the clock. I feel like she wants to get the ball touch one more time. But when it comes down to games on the line, we've seen Caitlin in those decisions, and those choices are not the best one. That's why I have Kelsey Mitchell over Caitlin. But again, there's still how many more games left? And these last few games that the FIBA have gone through, we've seen them be tested in the last 2 minutes of each game.
Agreed. Jude, you nodding your head. Go ahead, man.
I think it's very simple, man. And I think I said this a couple of weeks ago. I think the only person on earth that we say is not the best person on the team when they're top 3 in 2 major statistical categories is Caitlin Clark. She's 1 in assists, 3 in scoring, which is only 2 points right now behind Kelsey Mitchell's per game. 2. It's not like this drastic difference. And then I look at the historical aspect of it. 5 30-10 games. That's more than every player in WNBA history combined. Who's only got 4. And then I go and I look and I say, all right, let me dig into this scoring thing, man. When Kelsey Mitchell leads the team in scoring, they're 10-11, under 500 team. When Caitlin Clark leads the team in scoring, they're 11-3. Without Caitlin Clark on the team, they're 4-0, right? Without Caitlin Clark on the team, they're 4-0. The teams that they played were Portland, trash. The Sparks, trash. The Mercury, trash. And the Aces, without Asia Wilson. I listen, man. I look at it. We talked about Steve Nash and Amari a while ago. I look at it just like that. One person got a job to score. The other person got multiple jobs on the team. When Caitlin Clark isn't going, they're going to lose. That's just what it is. Kelsey Mitchell had almost 40 the other night, and they lost because Caitlin had a bad game and she was standing in the corner. I don't know what offense they were running against the Wings, but it was insane. I don't know.
Oh, man.
That's where I hang my hat, bro. I'm not going to say somebody that's top in assists and then number 3 scoring in the league is not the best player on their team just because another player is averaging 2 points more than them. Kelsey Mitchell's incredible. Great scorer. Definitely better one-on-one player. Definitely can get a bucket easier. Got the better dribble bag. All of that, man. And she's both of them need it. I just think Clark a little bit more important.
Kelsey Mitchell was rated second, almost having 1,000 points this season.
Going crazy. I think
after Asia Wilson. Last week Asia was only 136 points away from 1,000 points in the season again. And then next it's Kelsey Mitchell.
Before we'll go, I just want to say, man, watching Kelsey play and how she's scoring the bucket, and then you look at the standings on the points per game and you see Asia at the top, you be like, yo, is she going that crazy this year? I don't know. I think it's remarkable, man, that she's still sitting at the top of the hill because
I
Kelsey
think it's
hit
remarkable.
everything, and she's still not over her for points per game.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. Will, you said you coming with stats. Talk to us how you feel, brother.
Caitlin Clark's 30 and 10 games are all impressive, but they also all come with 5 and 6 game turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be honest about it, the reason why Kelsey Mitchell is the 2026 MVP of the Fever, she's been literally the most consistent, the most efficient, and the high impact player, and it shows when Caitlin Clark is not available. Yes, you can bring up those 4 games, but those 4 games Caitlin Clark was not available, they went 4-0. If you look at the team's ratings when Caitlin is not playing in comparison to Kelsey, the offensive rating is at 114, which 114 is one of the highest in the league at that period of time. The turnovers on the team when she's not playing and Kelsey's playing drops from 14.6 to under 10, and that's with Ty Harris starting in Caitlin's place and Kelsey bringing up the ball more. Their net rating is 9.4 with Caitlin Clark off the floor and 4.3 with her on it. So that tells you the biggest difference as to what Kelsey Mitchell is bringing to this team this year. Now, again, it does not mean that Caitlin Clark is a bad player, but calling a spade, everyone from Aaliyah Boston to Stephanie White to her own counterparts in the WNBA has called Kelsey Mitchell a top 3, top 4 MVP candidate this year, and it has not been Caitlin Clark.
She's literally on the poster right now that they plastered yesterday. As number 4 in front of Kelsey.
Right?
Go ahead.
I'll let you talk, right?
Yeah.
All right, appreciate it. Yes, she's averaging 23.3 points a game. Now, while Asia is leading in average, like C said, Kelsey has more points. And she's doing this while anchoring the offense. The thing about this is that if you actually look at it, the whole thing about why Kelsey is so much better this year, as far as her over Caitlin, is the efficiency. Even on defense, she's guarding one of the harder players. Caitlin's not doing that. As a matter of fact, and it hasn't just been one game, it's been multiple games, Caitlin has been pulled out in defensive stretches at the end of the game because she's a liability on that. She not only has high efficiency in scoring, she's shooting 48.7% from the field. She's shooting 41.2 from 3 and 89.5 from the foul line. She's shooting a lot better than Caitlin this year too, and she's shooting just as much. Her true shooting percentage is 62.4. Caitlin is 51. So if you want to get in advanced metrics, yeah, she's there. Her turnovers in comparison to Caitlin, 1.9 per game.
Doesn't have the ball.
Brother, I let you talk, and you had your time. 1.9 to Caitlin's 4.3. Her assist to turnover ratio is twice as better as Caitlin's. So again, as a guard who is efficient, who's played every game, and who the team is actually winning, even when Caitlin is not playing, her two-way impact still impacts the game. If there is an MVP on the Indiana Fever this year, it's the person who led them in the playoffs last year, and that's Kelsey Mitchell.
We're talking about 2026 or 2025. Because why do we keep talking about last year?
Here we go, moving the goalpost.
Assist to turnover. Kelsey Mitchell doesn't pass the ball. She gets the ball, she goes and scores a bucket. What are we talking about? Turnovers, the only person that y'all talk about that with is the people that you don't like Trae Young and Caitlin Clark. When Jokic led the league in turnovers, nobody said a word. When Russell Westbrook led the league in turnovers, nobody said a word. When James Harden led the league in turnovers, he won MVP. So what are we saying, bro? Why is this a thing now? And you keep talking about defense. It's an award for that. Name me the last MVP that's a great defensive stop.
I have no doubt that you're going to pass the bar, because when you get on, you're like Matlock and you talk around.
I'm just telling the truth.
We ain't asked you nothing about Jokic. We ain't asked you nothing about 2025.
I'm just
putting
it in relation.
We talked about Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark. I gave you all the facts.
Okay, let's talk about it. One of them is top 3 in major statistical categories. The other one is not.
Just say you don't know.
One of them is top 3 in 2. One of them is top 3 in 2 categories. One of them is not.
Just say you don't know.
It's the same exact thing. She averages 2 more points.
Bro, I literally just said efficiency and consistency.
She averages 2 more points. It is going to be much harder.
Brother, say you don't know.
It is going to be much harder to create for a team.
Hey, sometimes you gotta let it play out, man.
Than it is to catch a ball coming off the screen for a bucket.
Just say you don't know. I'm gonna love you after.
Bro, I know everything. I watch all the games. I see everything that they're doing. So it's never gonna be I don't know. I'm seeing it with my own eyes. You can't tell me somebody's an MVP when one of them plays bad, they lose. When the other one plays well, they still lose.
What's funny is
when Kevin Clark plays well, they win.
You can talk
they
about
lost 3 games.
We can talk about how they both great singers.
If I saw that graphic, maybe if I'm Stephanie White, hold on. Maybe if I'm Stephanie White,
somebody got to talk.
I would ask my front office to maybe get me somebody that can handle the basketball this offseason and get us in our sets like a Draymond Green does on the Golden State Warriors. I see that. If I see, we won 11 out of 14 games when Caitlin Clark leads in scoring, maybe I'll get a better looks from.
Hey, if you're starting a team,
40-foot three.
Let me ask you this. If you're starting a team, are you choosing Caitlin or Kelsey first?
Man, stop playing.
You know who he's choosing.
If we start a franchise,
stop playing, bro.
All right, you good? Will.
Right now, I'm taking Kelsey.
Oh my God.
I don't get it, but I hear you that. I get your argument. But that question I'd probably start it with.
You know what? Respectfully, again, it's preference. Yeah. Because when you talk about
that's what I'm saying. It is preference.
When you talk about NBA stuff, he takes the offensive player, and I always take a two-way player.
Man, stop.
Yeah,
I want somebody I can play throughout the entire game, no question, and they're gonna be efficient. If you asking me,
I'm not mad.
This year, I'm taking a person that's efficient.
Bro, she is not shutting nobody down, man. Stop talking like Kelsey Mitchell is locking people up. They're getting buckets too.
I think he just said she plays better defense than Caitlin does.
Man, bro,
let's get to this. Do we have anybody as our next segment in our open run? Now, did anybody do the actual thing we talked about a couple of days ago?
No, but we do have to address that whole situation with Mr. Cantor on this show. So we're not going to go to no next segment without us talking about what he did.
Yeah,
yes, we do. Yes, we do.
We got
because all the comments.
It's hard to talk about clowns.
It's all you guys talking about. You let a t-shirt offend you. You let a t-shirt offend you. But when Coach Cheryl Reeves had a t-shirt on about protecting trans kids, everyone was up in an uproar about the t-shirt. So I don't understand how the women are letting him affect them. No, that's not what it's about. And I need people to see and stop acting oblivious that he's making a mockery of what is going on.
He's a clown.
And it's not called protection. And the people that are saying, I got kids. Who are you protecting them from when there's no trans women in the WNBA? So for you to come on here on national TV or make an Instagram post talking about, I got kids and I'm trying to protect them from who? The assumption of the possibility when it's not a thing.
Well,
and for you to go to a game and to do that, it's sad. It's really sad. It's really sad. And then you have some ex-players that would agree with that.
This is not even a conversation because, as we established the last show, this is not even something that can happen. It's not even something in sports. It's just a way for somebody to attack another group of marginalized people so that they can make themselves feel good for political reasons. It has nothing to do with basketball. What he's saying and what a lot of these other people are saying is just constantly showing their ignorance. First of all, the whole thing about a trans woman coming to play basketball, the WNBA even literally put out a notice that it's the CBA says it can't even be a conversation. No one can't even be a conversation, bro. So essentially what we're doing is having a conversation is let's replace trans with.
He knew exactly what game to go to and what player was going to be there and what she was going to say.
You can replace it with anything right now that can happen, and that's literally what the whole perspective is going on. We're literally having and the reason why, and I love to see when to bring it up. The reason why I shy away from bringing it up now is because I feel like to a certain degree, it's giving more energy to something that can't happen, and while we're not feeding into it, and we're more or less defending the fact that like this is a nonsense conversation. It's one of those things where this is just political points for them to talk about. Enes Kanter is running.
We definitely agree.
A super cornball. You could be playing the NBA, but now you want to play the WNBA?
He's silly, man. Unnecessary.
He never lived in an A for a career.
People know Enes Kanter for beef with LeBron James that was one-sided.
Correct.
We don't know him for anything else, bro.
Two things to say about that. One, I'm with Will. I don't know what happened on the sideline yesterday with Natasha Cloud and him. I saw she made a bucket and she went and said something to him. I don't know. See, informed me he was trolling on the sideline and stuff, which I truly believe he was trolling. And she got
it's a trolling culture, yeah.
Right. And then she went over there and said something. But I think we just giving it way too much ammo, man. And if I jump in my political bag, it's literally the top, the way that this administration is going about issues, bro. They create something that's not real and make you think that it's gonna happen, and that's how they get you to align with them. They told you that Haitians were eating people's dogs. They told you that immigrants were coming over and murdering people. They told you that, bro, all of these things that's like one thing happens. And then, or it doesn't happen at all, but they want you to believe it. And now they got you in alignment with whatever their bogus policies are. I think we should just stop talking about it, man. Well, not stop talking about it. I think we should stop giving it so much energy and just say it's not going to happen. When that comes along and it's time to have that conversation, if and when, then we'll have that conversation. But Enes Kanter and Royce White need to not be plastered on news outlets, especially ESPN.
Hey, Peanut, I agree. The WNBA knew and let him into the arena. Matter of fact, he got a police escort into the arena to get.
That's crazy.
And let him take courtside. Yep.
On top of that, the fact is that Kathy has the ability to come in, shut this down, make statements, do whatever she does, and she waits and she waits and she waits, and then the WNBA puts out a message that denounces something instead of literally standing for something. The WNBA is not standing for anything. You're not protecting these women. You're not protecting their rights. And the fact of the matter is that trans women are literally a part of the LGBTQIA, which is a huge part of your league. So you're telling your league that you're also not protecting them, which is giving even more fire for these people to go to Unrivaled and to go to Project B, because you can't even.
But why does she have to be more professional about the situation? Because when it's not an ex-NBA player who hasn't been irrelevant for over how many years now, when it's a fan, no one says anything about the players being professional when these ignorant fans are saying stuff to them. And I've been in the arena where someone has gotten kicked out being on courtside, and it's not, oh, they need to be professional then. You don't know what that man said to her. Like, you don't know what he said when it comes trolling. To say that she needs to calm down and calm down and act like a lady, that's always the problem. When someone says something heated to me, my first instinct is not calm down and act like a lady. I'm gonna react, especially if you say something derogatory to me, about me or my family, where you're coming into my place of work just to pull a stunt.
Yeah.
She shouldn't have to compromise herself for any of that period, because she should have been protected. They all should have been protected. He shouldn't have been let in the building, because you know he's not there to just enjoy the game. You saw the shirt he had on. The jacket was wide open when he came in with the shirt. Yes, you can wear whatever shirt you want to wear into the game. I guess that's what the belief is. But he's not coming there for that, and he's sitting courtside. And from what they said, he was talking the entire game, saying random stuff. Natasha Cloud just happened to catch him when she had got a bucket and she had hit one of them joints up in I think Sophie's face, which is like who he was there for. They've turned Caitlin Clark into a dog whistle, and Sophie Cunningham has been the main person to earn from this and cause this. And instead of holding her accountable, she's like, "Oh, we've gotten away from playing basketball. Because you brought up something that did not matter. We're protecting girls from what? Because they are not trying to play with girls. That's not been a conversation about them coming into WNBA. This has been a conversation that was literally created for political reasons.
Sure.
And
That's
just
agreed.
like these past 2 elections, these past 3 elections, idiots are biting on it. It's
Right,
like, hey, y'all, like, it takes you 2 seconds to go and Google and to look up Title IX or to look up the WNBA CBA agreement to know that this has never been a conversation.
Yeah.
We can literally sit there and tell y'all lies right now. Tomorrow, 4 or 5 of y'all will go tell that lie, and they'll turn into 20 or 30, and then 50,000. That's literally how it works.
From
You
a
have to be
legal
smart enough to do
standpoint,
your own research.
I don't think they could have banned him from the arena without.
They couldn't legally. They couldn't do that
because he would have tried to sue them. He would have not.
He would have sued them
for freedom of speech and the violation of his First Amendment right. But if he was on the side trolling, I think I'm gonna say this.
You got grounds for it.
But I don't think they could have because Charles Oakley just lost the whole thing with Madison.
We're gonna check out.
He was acting out inside. You can't. If somebody buy a ticket to a public event like that, you can't just say, "Oh, you done because of what you saying." That's like prohibiting speech. But I think you and Peanut correct because she should have spoke up. But at the same time, when she spoke up, now it's plastered on every news site that Enos Cantor did that. But I mean, she's just standing up for what.
But that's why I said he went to the exact game where he knew what player was going to be there. He knew that he knew exactly what player to troll to get a reaction out of. We all know that Natasha Cloud's going to speak up for her rights. Period.
I'm interested to see.
Yeah, but that's my thing though. I'm looking at, and I think the conversation has been that I think when we're looking at Ennis and what he's doing, we knew why he was there. We knew what he was trolling about. We knew what he's trying to accomplish. And I think, and this isn't to say that Natasha was in the wrong for responding. I do think there could have been a different decision made on how she handled it. Because we knew what he wanted. Even though she is doing what she believes is right, she is doing exactly what he came to the game to get out of her. And I think for that reason, it's like, man, just be a clown all by yourself.
Yeah, but you have a definition of what is woman. She is a woman. So you being there is not proving anything about trans anything.
Correct.
So that's what I'm saying. Why even have the conversation? And go about your business, Ennis.
I want to mention also, and
I don't know. It's just the whole situation where the way people are reacting is weird. And I'm talking about men, like the men, how men are saying it's to protect. It's weird. It's just weird.
But it has something to do with it. Rick Bucher made comments about how the WNBA is women centered and there's a bunch of women there and there's not a whole bunch of men.
But he's not talking about her game. This has nothing to do with a game. This has to do with the definition of a woman. They want the WNBA to give you a definition of what a woman is.
Yeah, I don't think she can hear me. Rick Bucher's comments are another reason why the WNBA has a problem, because these men weren't wanting to do this 3-4 years ago. Now that it's popular, now you're looking for a reason to spark another conversation and create something else, because there are men in this space. We're in this space. As a matter of fact, 494 has been in the WNBA space for as long as I've been a part of the show for the past 4 years. This is something that we talk about. We watch these shows. We're big WNBA fans. When the WNBA season is going on, that's all that we talk about, along with C. C teaches us every week. So now all of a sudden the fact of yeah, C's gonna respond
every time.
The fact is, there should be more men in this space, and why? Because you're worried about them judgment, and that's because the men that do come in this space that don't know, they come in this space immature, and they say stupid stuff on a consistent basis, and you don't understand the women's game, and you don't understand how tough the women's game is because you're not watching. You're watching because you became probably a Caitlin Clark fan, or because it was a cool thing to call on, and instead of you actually because Jew learns the game. I give it to Jew. Jew be having some odd statements, but Jew watches the games. But these other guys are coming in, and now all of a sudden they want to be a part of something bigger than what it was. You weren't there 2-3 years ago. You have no clue. You can't tell us about anybody in the past 10 years or before that. So leave the game alone. If you are not coming to watch the WNBA to enjoy a dope game, to enjoy these dope women, because personally, I feel like the WNBA be more exciting than the NBA these last couple of years. If you're not coming to be a part of it and coming to help the game grow, stay out of it, bro. Y'all are barely reporting the NBA correct. You're barely reporting the NBA correct, bro. You want to come to another league where you don't know nothing?
That's crazy.
Now you want to talk?
She said they barely report the NBA correct, and now they want to talk about the WNBA.
Bro,
that's a big fact.
I don't want to see Kendrick Perkins talking about Shakira Austin, bro. I don't.
Speaking of, you know what?
Bruh.
It's a Christian network, man.
Hey, shout out to Shakira, bro. Shakira been hooping. Shakira been hooping. And if the Mystics get into the playoffs, they're going to be a problem for somebody.
You already know it.
You already know it. And they owe Cheryl Swoops and Diana Taurasi an apology. And make it loud. You know what I'm talking about, you. Make it loud.
You already know it. They were very wrong. See, give us how do people get in touch with you, see?
Sports Talk with C on all platforms. So you guys make sure you guys tune into read the articles and just tune into all the coverage, especially with some news coming in the next month. So pay attention.
Oh, this is a fair question. Hold on 1 second. I was about to end the show. But Nick asked a good question. It's funny because we have this conversation in our chat.
Yeah, you see my girl Kennedy Carter. Mm-hmm. They play in Texas in September. They streaming it on the 6th, I believe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
We need to get Ted Cooper back in the league too.
That's big fact. Hey, BK says she messed with you the long way. See, you keep it 100.
What?
BK, the WNBA perspective with BK80s, you see it? The whole time? Yeah, they said they messed with you the long way.
And yeah, I am a Pisces, and I'm gonna respond to everything. You should see me on TikTok in my comments. So
I ain't mad at it. Well, definitely. Look, at the end of the day, man, Sports Talk with CJ. How they get in touch with you, bro?
Man, they do chasing dreams, man. I don't want y'all to come to Facebook, man. It get too crazy over there. But I respond to Instagram comments, man. Had to respond to somebody today too, man. Corrected. Yeah. Good brother too, man. He corrected himself, and I respected that. But at Jew_chasing dreams, man. Chasing with a high end.
Love it. Will, just how we get in touch with you, big dog?
Mr. Teddy Farrell on all platforms on Substack. It's Frolic and Flow State. Where I encourage y'all and we talk big on mental health. So
yep.
Frolic and Flow State is tough. I would go look at it just because of the title. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, you should have done that when I posted the link.
Hey, chill out, bro.
I love Facebook.
You ain't lying, bro.
Hey, make sure y'all follow Full 94 on Facebook too, man. We'll definitely respond there.
Yeah, definitely follow us on everything.
Don't come on Instagram and TikTok saying that, bro, because we respond back and we looking at y'all pictures.
They definitely respond back. Make sure y'all tune in, man. I am Miles Austin on everything. Sports Talk with C. _chasing dreams. And we're just it's Teddy Farrell. I'm tripping. I'm about to put
because you called me Telefarrell earlier.
Oh man, follow us. This you want to talk basketball. This is where I live at, man. I think at the end of the day, you want to have the conversation. Anything WNBA, NBA, just watch the game. That's all we ask. We ask don't come in here and talk, just watch the game, and we can have an informed conversation with each other.
Watch the game, because I'm so tired of the clip farming, bro, and the people that don't say nothing for a whole week, but then come out of the woodworks, whether it be on any side, bro.
Yeah, I feel it.
Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, whatever it might be. Say something the whole season, dog.
Hey, ESPN is showing the truth about Angel Reese, bro. Because
she hooping. Angel going crazy.
And ESPN gave that no coverage.
None.
But that 30-10 game from Caitlin was all over the place.
That is facts. That is big facts. Angel been hooping and ain't getting coverage.
I'm telling you right now, if Angel continues to play like that, man, the dream, this is what we was talking about that they could be. This is what that's scary.
I think next week we'll start talking because the break is after this week, right?
Yeah.
Or is it after next week? So we'll just start talking about in between the break what the top playoffs teams need to do to come and be ready for the playoffs and go for a championship. I'm excited.
Oh, man. The Aces, I think they're gonna get DB. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I can see that when Elizabeth hurt.
They got a buyout with the Mercury.
She's got buyout. Yeah, she's got bought out. Yeah.
So I think the Aces are gonna get especially with Nelisa Smith.
Player for player. So what was the before we log off? I want to make sure we got people coming who watching us coming next week. We are going to do a snake draft. We talked about this and it didn't happen today, but we're going to do it from the 2000s player. Now the initial the clip that you sent though, Will, what was it? Was the top five?
It was like an all-time player, starting five. You pick the player, you pick the year. So people went as far back as winning like 1986 Larry Bird, and then they had 1989 Jordan.
Well, I already know.
We can go back. We can go back.
Let's do
because the 494 GM is still undefeated.
All right, here we go. Chill out.
Now,
so what I say we do?
Matter of fact, you know
we're gonna do both.
I'm about to give me a Pat Riley wig. I'm finna wear it on the next time.
I'm so mad I can't hear him.
I know. We're gonna have to figure that out. So check this out. So next week, I love you, girl. He knew that. She caught that part. Look, next week when you come back, have your top five all time. Don't matter which player. We're gonna do it in the chat so we don't have the same players. But then also what we're gonna do is a snake draft live. We're gonna do that from 2000 to 2010. In those 10 years, you choose your top five players. We're gonna do a snake draft, go back and forth. So if we did right now, it'd be me, C, Jew, Will, Jew, see me. All right.
Yeah. Why is it like that?
Bro, you back to back, no, bro.
Back to back.
But I'm trying to say, why is this the way that we going?
Well, since I'm the only girl, I go first.
What's the point? Why you mad?
I think it's crazy that I'm undefeated in these.
You already know who I'm picking.
I'm always going. Oh yeah, because you can't pick the same person. So
you can't.
Once you pick one, they go.
So the snake draft will be good
too, right? Where we can get people involved, depending on if y'all play or not. We can start a 494 league on NBA 2K, because now they got the joints where you can play in the different eras. Come on, man. You know how I do. This is how I won my gym when I'm ready to fight. So there's that.
Well, hey, your mom's live in Philly still.
Who, mom?
Hey, look.
Nah.
Hey, check it out.
But it's all
BK gave it to us already.
So this season.
Look at this. BK already gave us there. 93 Jordan, 01 Shaq, 01 AI, 03 McGrady, and 04 KG. That's a crazy lineup. And that was
great.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Bro.
So look, make sure y'all come next week.
Are we,
yeah,
wait,
that's gonna be
fun. Doing 2000s? We're not doing the 90s and 80s too.
So we're gonna do both. We're gonna look. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do both. You'll do the five, do the top five like all time, and then we'll do the snake draft live. So basically, when we come next Monday, have the five already, and then we'll do the draft.
Okay.
My all-time.
The bet, so it's top like your top five of all time.
Yep,
all time.
Like position.
Any player? Yeah. No. Well, I mean, you choose five. However you want to play it.
Oh, I want to do it. Okay.
If you want LeBron as your point guard, then do what you got to do.
Okay.
That's any player, any year. Make sure we put that in the chat so we don't have the same players. Now, I will say this: if you put it in the chat and you're the first person to do it, that player is yours. So God bless y'all. And this is the all time. Now the snake draft is gonna be live on the show.
But it's so fire though. So I don't think we all gonna have the same play. I think we just come with what we got.
I don't think it should be an issue, but we'll see.
I need y'all to send me these rules in the chat.
Y'all do not want the smoke. I definitely want the smoke. I play.
I want all the smoke.
I don't play those games, so that ain't me.
I want all the smoke, and I
need North.
Absolutely. Tell me what the family reunion is, man.
Y'all already know. Hey, BK, follow. If you're not following us, follow us. We're gonna follow you back. I would love to continue to have this conversation.
Hey, if y'all trying to get in that 2K league, man, y'all let me know because mine be running from the smoke.
Running from what smoke? We play. What you got? What system you got?
We can play across systems, brother.
Oh man, hey, log off and get on. What's good?
Well, I gotta go.
That's what I thought, man. You don't want to smoke. Y'all be saying, hey, it's out the mud with Rashad McCants. It's out the mud with Rashad McCants.
So you scary is what it is.
No,
what 2K27? We gonna see what's up,
bro. It's not even thought. I'm putting beat, bro. Let's have a conversation offline. Y'all be safe. Full 94 podcast here on MTMV Sports. Y'all make sure y'all tune in every Monday, 8:30. You want to talk basketball? This is where it's at. BK, follow us so we're going to follow you back. We're going to follow you back. Talk to y'all soon, but y'all be easy. God bless, peace, and love. We'll see y'all next week, man. Peace.
Hey guys, it's your girl C, and you just watched the show on MTMV Sports Network. And if you like what you see and you want more exciting content, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.